Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Joy again with another video, and in today's video I just want to share with you guys 5 things I love about Mexico. So the first one is the weather, and which even reminds me, don't mind my dressing today. It's already getting cold because it's the fall already. We're in fall already, so the weather is already getting a bit cold. This is not very thick, but it works for this weather. So the weather in Mexico is absolutely gorgeous. Like, it's never really too hot to the extreme, and it's never cold to the extreme. So it is a very beautiful weather. Like, it changes all the time. Like, when it's a sunny day, you cannot count on it being a sunny day throughout the day, because it might be sunny this moment, and the next moment it becomes a little bit chilly. So I just feel like it's a very nice weather compared to other places. Like, for example, where I come from, it's really hot in the summer, but here in Mexico it's never like hot to the extreme, and when it's the winter, it's never too dry and it's never too cold for comfort. So that's number one. Number two, I absolutely love the beaches. The beaches in Mexico City are beautiful. And one of my very favorite beach is the Cancun beach. And this beach has a unique color. The waters in the Cancun beaches are turquoise in color, which was the first thing that really caught my attention when I traveled to Cancun. The beaches, the water, they're so beautiful. It's a destination place for a lot of foreigners who go there just to bask in the weather and to just have fun and just swim and just have fun. It's a very beautiful beach. If you have been living in Mexico City and you haven't, or in Mexico and you have not been to Cancun, I would recommend it anytime, any day. It's really beautiful. It's not really cheap, but if you plan for it and you really save for it, you'll be able to visit. For example, like when I visited Cancun, my husband and I had been saving for a very long time. We had already planned at the beginning of the year that we're going to visit Cancun, so we started saving right from the beginning of the year. We cut down other costs, and we stopped buying other stuff so we could visit Cancun, and it was absolutely worth it. And the third thing, the number three thing I love about Mexico is the food. Oh my God, the tacos, the chilaquiles, and just name it. The food is absolutely very, very delicious, absolutely delicious. You know how in Nigeria, or maybe if you're from any other part of the world, I don't know about other parts of the world, but for example, where I come from, we have corn, and we eat corn in various ways, like boiling it, like roasting it, and I think we have just basically 3 ways of eating corn. But here in Mexico, they have varieties. Like, they can use corn, maize, and just produce a lot of things, a lot of different varieties of food from it. And it's absolutely delicious. The food is yummy, yummy, yummy. So nice. Okay, and the number four reason why I love Mexico, I have to look down because I jotted down some stuff here, is the transportation system. It's so reliable. Like, you can rely on the metros, you can rely on the taxis, you can rely on the buses. They're both public buses, which are like government sponsored transportation system, and then you have private buses as well. So it's absolutely very reliable. You can count on the taxes. Like, there's no time you leave the house and get become worried about finding a taxi or not finding a taxi, because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. And now with the introduction of Uber, it even makes it more efficient. So the transportation system is another thing. And the number five thing is, I would say, the economic system. In Mexico, I just feel like the government has given small businesses the opportunity to thrive. You know how in developed countries the corporations have mostly taken over everything? Here in Mexico, it's not like that. Like, you see small businesses thriving a lot. You see people selling stuff in kiosks, you know, in the street. You can go out of the street and find basically anything you want. You can find food on a normal day in a kiosk. You can find like clothing, you can find jewelries, you can find basically anything you want to buy in the street. So that's something else I love about it. I just feel like, you know, the government has made it possible for small businesses and entrepreneurs to grow. That's something else I love about Mexico. And this one is a bonus. I didn't think about it, but you know, my fifth point has led me to this one, which is the flea marketing, the flea market. There are lots of flea markets in Mexico where you find a lot of things to buy, and mostly you see these flea markets on Wednesdays, on Saturdays, and on Sundays, you know, basically the weekend. So and these flea markets are they're so wonderful that you find almost anything. You find like electronics, like things you cannot even imagine. You find electronics, you find plates, you find pillows, you find bed sheets, you find furniture, you find jewelry, you find phones, you find phone covers, and everything, like basically everything. They sell almost everything depending on the flea market you go to, because you know there are small ones where you find just like food items and all of that, and fresh vegetables, and you know, meat, kitchen items, and all of that. But then there are also very big ones where you can find almost anything you want to buy, almost anything you can find in a supermarket or in a big market. So that brings us to the end of this video. If there's something else you want to know more about Mexico, you can leave your questions below, you can leave your comments, and please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.